Hello. The sinking of the unsinkable 響音 the unsinkable ship 逢親 able 尾9成9都係 adj 形容詞嚟㗎啦。able 通常都係形容詞 ，ious 後邊都係形容詞 ，ful 通常都係形容詞。In history, some events are so shocking that so 乜乜 that 加強語氣，好驚呆 ，so shocking that they are discussed be 加 pp。考試一定要問你呢個 day 係指啲咩？佢哋被 discuss， 而代名詞揾答案好簡單，就係向上揾。啱啱提過嘅資訊，有啲乜嘢係 plural form 而有 logical 或者 events， 所以呢個 day 係指啲 events， 啲 events 係被討論、被分析、被動句。考試一定會問你呢個 day 係指啲乜。For years after they occur 係發生。One example of this is the tragic sinking of the RMS Titanic. In an ironic twist, when the plans for this gigantic, they're very large, British ship were announced to the public. 同樣都係被動句 be 加 pp。琴日有同學仔問我 be 加 pp 係咩嚟㗎 ？pp 就係由動詞嘅原式 go when gone， go 變咗 when 再變 gone， 由動詞變出嚟嘅一嚿嘢，而呢嚿嘢已經唔再係動詞。PP 幾時用 ？PP 第一被動句可以用啦，第二 present perfect 用啦 ，has 加 PP， 第三 past perfect 用啦 ，had 加 PP， 所以 PP 有好多用法，最少3個，遲啲教你第4個。We announced to the public it was nicknamed， 同樣都係被動句，個名叫The Unsinkable Ship because people felt it was too large to be damaged by anything， 同樣都係被動句。The Titanic left for its maiden voyage 一個好長嘅旅程 ，long journey。Maiden 即係第一次嘅處女即係第一次做嗰樣嘢叫處女之作。On April 10th, 1912, from England, with 2,223 people on board. It's intended, it's 係他的，考試會問你他的，最合理嘅他的咪就係 Titanic。記住 ITS 同 IT apostrophe S 唔好撈亂。Its intended destination 目的地 was New York, but sadly the ship would never arrive. The ship was captained 被動句，個 captain 叫做 Edward Smith, who was nicknamed Millionaire's Captain。想當年係100萬富翁，但係而家有100萬，首期都俾唔起，所以而家唔用 millionaire 係 billionaire。不過 billion 而家都唔夠用啦，所以有機會係 trillionaire。所以你睇到 currency 貨幣係貶值緊。Because he was frequently in charge of ships that contain wealthy passengers. Relative pronoun 又嚟咯，又嚟了，間低佢，圈低動詞。呢一組嘢係用緊 ships， 有好多有錢嘅乘客嘅船。During the journey, the crew received many warnings about icebergs in the area. As a result, 所以 Captain Smith slightly change 係動詞，動詞前可以接 ever adv。Change the course of the ship and make it head further south. Unfortunately, this change wasn't enough, and on the night of April 14th, the ship collided with 相撞 with an iceberg and started to sink. When the Titanic crashed into, the iceberg, the crew quickly sent out distress signals. Distress signals 即係救命嘅信號 distress signals to alert nearby ships of the disaster and request their help. Request 即係請求。However, these ships were far away and couldn't reach the Titanic's location for several hours. 講 duration 用貨。When the ship started to go underwater, the crew started evacuating. Start 可以跟 ing evacuate 係疏散 evacuating the ship. The Titanic only had 20 lifeboats available, which could only feed 1,178 passengers. In the confusion, many of the lifeboats would leave before they were fully occupied. 被動句 occupy 佔領被佔用，咁被動句咯 be occupied。The remaining passengers, about 1,500 people, died when the ship sank. And the leading cause, leading 即係主要咯，即係 the main cause of the death was cardiac arrest due to 你當一種心臟嘅病，我哋唔需要理佢。Due to 係因為，你唔中意用 due to 可以用 because of the shock of the freezing water， 因為啲水好凍，凍到你啲血管同埋心臟喐唔到。After the tragedy, investigations were made. 被動句 were made investigation 調查 by both U.S. and British governments, and the new safety measures will require 被動句 for ships. And news of the tragedy immediately captured the attention of the public. Many were perplexed, shocked, very, very shocked that such a great ship would suddenly sink. Others enjoy hearing stories about the final moments of the ship and the heroic action. Hero 係名詞 ，heroic 擺到明就係一個形容詞，因為形容詞擺喺個名詞前面啦。Of the passengers who sacrificed their lives 犧牲 to save others. Of course, there were also stories about cowards 膽小鬼。乜嘢嘅膽小鬼啊 ？whatapp pronoun 又嚟喎。Who decided to save themselves instead of 而唔係 instead of 跟 ing instead of 係 preposition ing of 係 preposition instead of 唔係 preposition instead of 即係唔做嗰樣嘢。So this interest in the Titanic continues to this day as several movies and documentaries have been made. Present perfect 嘅被動句 about the legendary ship。今日要做嘅就係寫兩段去綜合 Titanic 呢架船，呢架船點解會出事？呢架船點樣可以唔出事？加埋呢一度要圈晒所有動詞俾我，動詞離不開三類 ，be 唔係 be modal verb， 唔係 be 第二類最多 ，to 唔係動詞 ，ing 唔係動詞。你想作文係啱晒滿分，必須要跟足我嘅指示，係必須要。因為我發覺同學仔 to 同 ing 仲係撈亂嘅，絕對不可以。轉個頭再講句頭。